Modal pop-ups have become very popular. People like them, and I like them too. There are many reasons you may want to use them. I use them because it helps me to structure and lay out my website in a way that I like. Maybe there is something in the page that I don't want to put on the page. I put it in a modal pop-up or a contact form or some announcement or a call to action. That is what the modal pop-up is really great for. And the modal pop-up from Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor is really in high class when it comes to its features and all the functions it has. So let's have a look quickly just at the few examples that they have here, give you the idea. A normal content one, then you can have a photo. You can also embed video. It can either be, this one is YouTube, and then we have Vimeo over here, another YouTube one over here. You have saved pages, so you can have an entire page that can be loaded into the modal pop-up. You have sections, which is from your templates, and then you have a few interesting, I like contact forms in my modal pop-ups, and we had a look at this one. Let's hop on over into Elementor and go have a look at the Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor's modal pop-up. Now I have a page here, and I'm going to add the modal pop-up up here, create a new section, and then let's search for modal pop-up. And always I just point out, this is what I like about the companies that do add-ons when they add a little, indicator up here from which company it is, because if you start loading up all these widgets, it can become quite crowded. Drag and drop. Good. So the first thing I want to show you is, of course, now it is a button. If I click on this button, it opens this empty, this is what a modal pop-up is all about. And there's a little X up here for closing it out. Let's have a look at what you can put within that. Now, if you want to preview the modal while you are busy designing it, then you can activate this button over here, and that will bring up the modal for you so you can see what you are doing the whole time. Let's disconnect it or switch it off for now. Let's have a look at what you can put in there. You can put a photo. So let's go and grab a photo from here. And this is quite a big photo, so if I click on it, it does this. So if we can style it a little bit bigger, close it out, go to modal pop-up, you see here is the modal pop-up width. So I can make it bigger, and now we don't see it. So go back to content and then preview modal pop-up so we can have an idea of how it looks. And here you can increase it all the way. The idea with the modal pop-up is not to take up the entire screen. It's supposed to drag your attention and catch your attention with this. So don't make it the entire screen. Then you have your appear effect. You have a number of appear effects here. They are really entertaining. And this is what makes modal pop-ups more, eye-catching, is that they have these nice entrance and animations that really give them that extra effect and draws the attention. And that is ultimately the point of a modal pop-up, is to draw attention. I like the flips. Let's have another 3D flip vertical. And you can go through all of these. Sometimes I just keep going through them and I forget myself. Okay, what's this? Okay, I like that one. There's another 3D, what is that? Slit, 3D slit, 3D rotate bottom. I like that one. So let's leave it there. You have an idea. You can change the size of the modal here. And then, of course, you can change the animation effect. And then this background here. This is your overlay color that you can set here. If I want to use this color instead. And I can make it full solid. I can make it very almost transparent. I like the darker one here. So let's go for this. And block out the background a little bit. Let's go back to content so I can show you what else we can do with this modal pop-up. Currently we have a photo, but you can actually add content. And then you have your text editor here. And then you can use it as an info box. You can do video embed code. And that will be an HTML URL that you're going to enter over here. You have saved sections. So if you have sections on your page, you can add them here. And I'm going to add, I have one over here for pricing that I previously made. You can see it's knocked off here. So let's go back to modal pop-up and see if we increase it. There we go. Now it looks better, Nigel. and then we go back to content. That was a save section. Save page, YouTube, Vimeo. You have iframe, and you even have a saved widget for a global saved widget. So the iframe, I don't use that very often, but for those of you guys that do have HTML embed, the iframe option is there. So there we go. I'm going to leave that one there. And then selected section was the pricing one. Let's just have a look at the services that I had entered. There's services as well. Okay, didn't finish that. Our team. That's also a nice idea to add a team in there. Let's go back to pricing. Close button. Let's go have a look at that. Close button up here as a button. And you can also make it anything else. So this is your display modal on button. Oh, I'm talking about the close button. Close button is up here. So close button is your button, and you can choose other icons. Of course, the close button as an X is most suitable, and now I just lost it. Where is my X? There it is. I just saw it somewhere there. It's close. And you can increase the size of that close button as well. I like clicking on the background, so I'm going to activate this one that says close on overlay click. If you activate this, then when you click here in the background, it will close, right? So I like that one. You can also, for people who are keyboard fanatics, add the escape key. I also like that. So I'll activate both of these when I'm do modal pop-ups. Where you can station your close button, you can have it in the window, and that's on the top left. And then you can have it on the pop-up, top left. That's just there. And you can have it on the border pop-up edge. Then it will be over here. Right. I'm going to put it again there in the top right of the window. And that is the close button. Now we go to display settings. Display settings, if I close out here, is this. The click me is currently a button. So you can go ahead and style this button. And every time you choose one here, for currently you have button. If you go to style, you will see this button styling under your styling options. If you go back to content and you change your display settings to text, and now it's a text box that will link. If you click on that text box, it will open your modal. Now, if you go to your style, you will see that now you have display text styling here, and that button styling isn't here anymore. And this will happen every time when you choose a different way. You can have a button, custom class, image, icon, all those options that you can have there. Right, so just interest custom class is, and that's why I loaded this page earlier. Here I have a page that I've been working on, and now I want to add a modal here. But the button maybe cannot style the way this one can style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on custom class. And then I'm going to give it a class name. And I'm just going to close it out, call it modal underscore pop up. Let me see, nope. Pop up. And then copy it. And now, if I go to this button down here, let me just deactivate this pop-up thing the whole time, because it's going to keep doing that. If I go to this standard button and I click on it, go to advanced, and I go to custom classes, and I copy that over here, this will now be like the modal pop-up trigger. The top one will not display. So let's update this page and then go look at it on the front end so you can see how this will work. Preview changes. And you see it doesn't display here, but if I scroll down and I click on succeed today, voila, the pop-up appears. Wonderful. So that is very nice. You can do that with your custom class over here. So let's go find our modal pop-up again, click on the widget. And then for our display settings, let's just go back to button. Right, then the button, like I said, these things you can style it the way you would like it to style. Then there's some helpful information over here. I just want to check, there's one more called automatic. Right, this is the last one of importance, automatic. Now, automatic is going to display it whenever certain things happen on your site, and there are 3 events that can trigger it. The first one is an exit intent. Now this is sometimes hicky. Websites have a certain algorithm built into it, how it will behave. So what the exit intent is. And now if I update it and I go to my front end, how this will work, and I'm not going to activate anything. Often the exit intent happens when you scroll down and then you scroll up, or you have an intention of leaving the site. There you go. You see, I started hovering with the mouse up here. It's like an intention, time for me to leave this page. The page will register that action, and then the pop-up will appear. That is the exit intent. And this should occur, often it will occur at the bottom for some pages, but it most of the time occurs when you go to the top, there we go again, and you start hovering over other pages, and then it will register that, hey, this guy wants to leave. Right. The next one, so let's deactivate that, is after a few seconds. And this is very standard. You know, if you think people have been spending some time on your site, and you know, if they have been there for more than 20 seconds, they are definitely interested. So you put a delay in here, you say something like 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, this one will pop up. So let's update it. And then let's go preview it. So I'm now here on the page and I scroll 3, 2, 1. There we go. And it pops up after 5 seconds. Of course, the other thing that is going to happen, that sometimes when you activate some of these triggers, they will continuously appear, and that is most annoying for the user. And that's where you get this little feature called Enable Cookies. When you enable this, you can tell it that if a person has clicked or come to your site and they've seen this pop-up, do not show them that pop-up again within 1 day. You can increase this to many days. So if you have a promotion, you can put it 30 days. You can see it's quite large. For example, if you have signed up on a website, you've become a member, it's very annoying every time when you go to their website and it says, do you want to become a member? So this is a very good way of making sure they do not see that pop-up all the time. And that's it. That's great. Look at all those features of the pop-up that you can have there. You can put so many things in it. And a great tip from the Brainstorm team, they are the people who are making this add-on for Elementor, is that if you want to have a modal pop-up for your entire site, the good thing is, or the smart thing to do, is go place it in your footer. So you go here and you will go to Edit Elementor, choose your header or your footer. Let's see, this one doesn't have a footer, so it's part of the theme. But if you have made your footer, go put it there in the footer template, and then that pop-up will appear in each and every page when a visitor goes there. That way you have a site-wide modal pop-up. Very nice feature, very well done. This is one of the widgets that make this add-on pack for Elementor worth the while. If you are interested in learning more about this, you can hop on over to Elementor, Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. Please follow the link in the description below. That is the affiliate link, which means that if one day you decide you want to buy this add-on pack, I will get a little percentage for my hard work. You won't be paying a cent more. And check it out at this moment. Grab the Ultimate Add-ons with 30% discount now. Black Friday is on its way. This is Jabe here with Websites for Beginners. Oh, and by the way, did you know that the 19th of November was International Men's Day? That's a little bit of useless information, but as I was surfing on the internet this afternoon, I was surprised. I didn't even know such a thing existed, but it's been there for almost 10-20 years. So, happy International Men's Day.